Thank you for staying with us and welcome to the second half of TVC Breakfast this Friday. The acting chairman of the People's Democratic Party, Umar Damagun, says the condemnation against the leadership of the party will not deter him from ensuring there is stability within the PDP. The acting chairman also inaugurated committees on reconciliation and disciplinary actions. TVC News senior correspondent Femi Akonde has details.
This is the inauguration of the Committees on National Reconciliation and Disciplinary Actions. Another attempt to reorganize the People's Democratic Party after 3 successive election defeats has severely fractured Nigeria's main opposition party. A previous reconciliation committee saddled with the task of settling differences between aggrieved members, led by former President of the Senate, Bukola Saraki, had submitted its report just before the 2023 general election. But the fallout of that election has created a need for another reconciliatory effort.
I'm very clear. The truth must be told all the time. This party should not be allowed to die.
The acting national chairman of the PDP, who has increasingly faced criticisms from different quarters, both within and outside the party, says he is unfazed, but committed to ensuring the stability and progress of the party.
People are making me very popular lately. Anytime you open social media, television, it's Damagun, Damagun. Honestly speaking, I've started contemplating it's high time I throw my self into the ring to also buy for the presidency of this country. Because I've become popular. Even though negative to bring me down, but I'm not deterred. I have a responsibility to this party to keep it safe and stable.
2 prominent members of the People's Democratic Party, Olagusoye Oyinlola and Tom Ikimi, have their jobs cut out as they chair the reconciliation and disciplinary committees. But executing this task at hand will not be a walk in the park. Recent diatribes from the Minister of FCT, Nyesom Wike, who is an aggrieved member of the PDP, another from Ikenga Ugochinyere, a PDP lawmaker, and criticisms from the elder statesman Edwin Clark may have complicated an already bad situation.
You will agree with me that unfortunately bickering, small and big fights, and all sorts of internal strikes are being the bane of our strength. Bitterness and recriminations are almost a permanent threat to our existence as a political party.
The People's Democratic Party has already fixed its gaze on the 2027 general election. The establishment of these committees is just one of many other steps to reposition a once dominant political party that held sway at the federal government for 16 years. Femi Akonde, TVC News, Abuja.
All right, let's talk about how far all these peace moves would go now. We have with us in the studio a legal practitioner. He's also a stalwart of the main opposition, People's Democratic Party, Tuji Abdul Hamid. It's good to see you again. Welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me. It's my pleasure to be with you. Thank you.
Okay, so we were speaking just before now, but you know, let's just have your own assessment of the situation. Let's begin that way. You know, it's been one day, one drama for the party. We're speaking about the matters in courts. I can't keep track. I'm trying to keep track of the several matters in court instituted by the party's leadership and, you know, by several aggrieved persons. What do you make of, you know, these fresh moves by the acting national chairman now?
I think for me it's a good one. It's good to talk about reconciliation. It's good to to talk about bringing peace into the party. You know, political party is what it is. It's about different kind of people with different interests, people with different games, and that's what we are seeing here. So, but for me, it's not unusual. Party has been in power for how many years? 16 years. They lost the powers 8 years ago, and some of them don't have any other job. That's their job. So they are not even happy being outside. And some of them are, what we are seeing today, let me tell you the truth. We'll take it or leave it. What we are seeing today, the crisis we are seeing today, if APC finds himself tomorrow again in the opposition, similar thing will repeat itself. That is the kind of politics we are playing in this country, because it's not about politics of interest, of service. It's about politics of interest. So when you have your personal interest, once you are not able to achieve that interest, you want to either say, I scatter it or I get it. And that's what's happening. And we know all the genesis. Let me tell you, if by today, former governor of Rivers State, Yoson Wike, the minister of FCT today, decided to say, I'm going to allow peace to reign, there will be peace. I'm telling you, it's a deliberate effort. That's
a pregnant statement from you.
It's a deliberate effort.
If he says he will allow
yes,
peace to reign, but he on his own hand will say he is just, and he has been saying so, that he's just after the progress of the party.
It's not. Anyone that is after the progress of the party we allow peace to reign. In other words, once you pursue something and you are not able to achieve it, you step back and wait for another time. The problem we're having here is just because some people lost tickets in the last election, and they've not gotten out of it. They still want to say, look, I would rather destroy this. And some people are also planning against 2027, working for another party.
But that's not the situation that Wike finds himself.
I don't want to even go into that area. I don't want to be drawing. In fact, I don't want to draw myself into that area. In fact, unfortunately, I even say it because I have also blamed people who come and start talking about blaming one person or the other. What we are looking for now is peace. And the more you try to say shift blame or say this is a problem, that is a problem, you are creating more problems. But for me, I just say that because I know the peace that we are looking for can only come if we have people who says, look, I am ready for peace. Some of them are only ready for peace if what they are looking for is given to them. Once it's not given to them, there won't be peace. So there's no way you can move forward in that regard. That's why I say if APC should find himself in this position tomorrow, in other words, outside the office, no, they are not in power again at the federal, the same thing will repeat itself. That is the kind of people we have in politics. Most of the stakeholders most people that will call stakeholders, who are supposed to be the elders, who are supposed to be preaching peace, are the ones creating problems because of their personal interest. Some people are playing games towards 2027. Some people are working for other people in other parties and within the same party. There's no way you can sit in the party and then work against the party and you think that party will progress. There's no way you can talk to them and say, let's settle. They will not settle because they have an agenda. If it's about peace of the party, I think it's going to be easy. But today, it's not about the peace of the party. Some of them is about personal interest. It's not about the nation. It's not about the party. As long as people's personal interest is overriding the public interest or the party interest, we will continue to have this. And that is why I believe that the issue of reconciliation and the
disciplinary.
And I'm not even going that way because in politics, if you continue to talk about discipline, yes, you must discipline, but it's not that must not be your target now to say we want to discipline people. No, the target now should be let's reconcile. And then if those people, if you are able to get genuine reconciliation, which I doubt may not be possible because, like I said earlier on, some people minds are made up, and they have their way. They know what they're going to. So no matter what you say to them, they will not listen to you. And they will continue their game. They are playing game. Some of them are there. If some people lost where they had today now, you'll see what they will sing it tomorrow.
All right.
Sing another song.
I mean, it's quite disheartening that, we know how the history of the PDP and we know how the PDP operated when it was, in the ruling party. And it was expected that they should have formed a formidable opposition as expected in a democracy. But now that we have this reconciliation committee, some of the grievances that have been brought to the fore is about the leadership of the party. And this same leadership is the one setting up this committee. Do you think this will really address some of the concerns?
The problem is not about the leadership of the party alone. It's not about the leadership of the party. It's only people who want peace are the ones saying that, look, if we don't resolve this leadership crisis, we may not get it right. Because they see some of the leaders as working for certain people against the interests of the party. Yes, those who have been set up to go and to reconcile are not stooge of the chairman. Are not stooge of the acting chairman. So you can't say because the chairman set them up, they will not get any result. They will be doing the bidding of the chairman. No, some of them they are not working for the chairman. They are working for the party. So if they believe that the chairman is a problem, or the acting chairman, sorry, it's not the chairman, it's the acting chairman is a problem, They will say it in their report, and then they will see. But like I said, they are looking for reconciliation. They will not be looking for who to punish, who not to punish. Because if you are looking for who to punish and who not to punish, you won't move on. Politics is about number. People who are talking about why can't you punish discipline Governor Wike? Why can't you do this and that? If you want to discipline Governor Wike, Minister Wike,
former Governor Wike,
for anti-party activities, so many people who are even saying it will also be affected. In fact, some of those who are members of the committee, they are part of those who did the anti-party activities. So, but because in the interest of peace, everybody must come together. Let's resolve our issue. That's what they're saying. So I'm in for that. I'm in for anything that will bring peace in any way. If you are not looking for peace, you are looking for who to punish or who not to punish, you are not solving problems. You are creating more problems, especially in political party, where people are not forced to stay with you. They can tomorrow say, I'm going. You can't hold them. And it's about numbers. So if you continue to say, if you discipline is going, this one, how many people would it mean? If for instance, let's say today now they say they expel or sanction Governor Wike, Mr. Wike, do you think it's only him you have sanctioned? So he has other people who are loyal to him, and he has them across. Some of them will join him. And that was why when during the election, G5 or whatever, they have people who are supporting them, who are members of the party, who are working for them. So it's not that easy to say because somebody we must show that we are street. You don't in politics. Your strictness must have a limitation. Even though
your constitution, when I say you, I mean the party's constitution clearly empowers it, to wield the big stick as at when due.
And the constitution does not also say that you must at all costs with it. So that you can't forgive. Mm-hmm. It didn't say so as well. That if you look at it and say, look, okay, we have looked at this situation. These people have shown remorse. They will turn a leaf, or they are turning a leaf. The constitution did not say you don't forgive them. It didn't say so.
And apologies, Olamide. And despite all the waters that have come under the bridge now, all the hurt, the betrayal, the intrigues, basically we can look at the classic example of Rivers State. Do you think this reconciliation committee has what it takes to bring all the parties together to and forge a new chart for the party? Still under the mantra of peace, reconciliation.
I have said it. They will do their own best. They will do their part. But I have said it's not within their hand. They will do their part. The part is that, you see, most people have been saying before now that, look, we have leaders. People are fighting. You are not intervening. You are not saying anything. Now they are trying to intervene. People are saying, why would they be able to do anything? They will, provided those who are angered or those who have one thing or the other are ready to, don't have that, are ready to embrace peace. If they have that mindset of embracing peace, that will not, it will be resolved. But like I said, the problem I have, that I know, is that some people's mind are made up. They know where they are going. No matter what you say, you may not get anything. So those kind of people, there's nothing you can say to them. In fact, that you get anything from them. Whatever you say will be turned against you again to become another thing.
So then you can now wield the big stick for those categories of people?
It depends.
On what?
It depends on circumstances of the case. It depends. Some could be ignored. Some could be sanctioned. Some could be left alone and say, look, we are not equal in the party. That's the truth. Believe it or not, people like Governor Wike, Chief Olabode George, and some other people are strong stakeholders in the party. The way you treat Minister Wike is not the way you treat Tunji Abdulhamid. We are of different category. So if you can easily sanction Tunji Abdulhamid, and then you can easily forgive that is not to say that you are being partial. You are looking at the circumstance. What is the interest of the party to get more members and win election? What would Tunji bring to board bear compared to Governor Wike, Minister Wike? You compare the two in that regard.
Even Tunji Abdulhamid would not mind, if indeed he's after the national interest of the party. I mean to say, he wouldn't mind if the party is being partial to him. Based on the example you gave.
If Tunji is a sincere party member and loyal party member, whatever happens, he will bear it. He will see it as sacrifice to the party. But what we are seeing today now is that people are not ready to sacrifice anything. They are just trying to. It's about personal interest. That's just it. That's just it. And like I said, it's not limited to PDP. This is happening in APC. But you are not hearing it because APC is in power. That is today. In fact, people are talking about APC chairman, that it should not be the one dead. They are in court. Some people are talking about it. The people who don't have that boldness to say anything because they have the president in their party. And that's tomorrow that is coming, this Saturday, let APC leave power. You will see what will happen. Everything will change. You will see everybody scattering and talking about a APC crisis. That's what we have in this country. Our politicians are not people, and some of them are not, they don't have that integrity. And that's why you see some of the people in APC today who have spent 16 years or so in PDP, not even as another ordinary member, former governor, former senator, former this and that. They will come up openly and say PDP destroyed the nation, as if they were not part of the PDP when those things were being done.
All right, just before the break, you were also talking about, you mentioned the fact that probably the ruling party, this may be the situation for the ruling party. But as it is now, a committee has been set up. Let's talk about the role of the state governors. Some persons have, put the blame on the state governors for what has transpired in the past. But because we are looking forward now at the solutions, what will be the role of PDP governors, especially in, helping or making sure that this reconciliation committee or this disciplinary committee achieve its aim? So many persons have argued that the PDP governors have really left their positions in the party, their duty to the party, and have really focused on even supporting the ruling party while still remaining in the PDP.
I think I want to agree with those opinions to an extent, to the extent that the governors of the party, probably because they are also angry, and that is the essence of reconciliation, to know whether or not they have an issue. Because sincerely speaking, when you talk about executive of the party, the chairman or this and that, they are not the one that controls the party. Those who control the parties are those who have the finances. And who are these people? We are talking about the governors. They are the ones that bear the brunt more of, as in terms of financing the party. So if they are not ready to do anything, if they are not ready to support the party, if they are not ready to have the party move forward, it may not need anything. Because all these things we are talking about, the running of the party is about money. It's not, notwithstanding that. So the governors seems they've not been doing their job in a way. And like I said, probably they are angry, or probably they have one thing or the other. They're having a meeting today somewhere in the north, the governors forum of the party. They'll be talking. So if they wake up to their responsibility in terms of forgetting what has happened in the past or what the party has done to them, believing that, look, this party gave us the opportunity to become what we are, to become the governor. Because some of the people who are talking today as though they are the owner of the party, or as though they create everybody, or they are the alpha and omega, or they are the semi-god, they were built by the party. Some of them don't have anything when they got position in the party. Some of them were just ordinary lawyer when they become a chairman of the party, of the local government, rise to where they are today. And they will now talk and speak as if they are the owner of the party, or as if they brought money. Some people started this party from the crash. Scratch, Alhaji Atiku and Co. There was no any money anywhere. They used their personal money to start the party in 1999. Somebody now came up, and in 2007 or so, it took responsibility, giving to the party what the party gave to him. He's now talking as if everybody must bow down, and they must also, whatever he says must be respected. It's not done. So, and that is why you see the governors who are supposed to also stand up and take leadership are not doing so. And like I said, probably they have their own reasons. I don't know. And I think as far as they are not ready to take their leadership mantle of the party, we may not get it right. The governor must come. The executive are just there. They are controlled by these people. That's the truth. That is the truth. The deputy chairman you are talking about, the acting chairman you are talking about, the other member of the NEC or ESCO or whatever you call it, they don't have their own personal decisions. These decisions are taken based on directives from those who can call the major stakeholders. And who are these major stakeholders? You can only become a major stakeholder when you can finance the projects or the party, and that's it. So like Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, who was also seen as based on the fact that he contested the election as a presidential candidate of the party in last case, is seen as the leader of the party. He should also rise up and look, make this thing happen. They live up to expectation. For you to take leadership, you must spend money. You must bring people around. And that's what some people are doing, giving people money, and those people are now working against their party because they are collecting money from somebody.
Right, and you're a lawyer, a very versed lawyer, and you're also, you know, a stakeholder in the PDP that we've been speaking about. How would you assess the role of the judiciary in clearing, you know, all these grievances? We've seen members, you know, of various, you know, levels of influence heading to the court over perceived grievances. In some cases now, in one case for that matter, you could even have like several, you know, adjuncts of the case, one case, another case, and yet another case. Has it helped?
You see, the system is what it is, and then the judiciary, you cannot separate them from the country. What we are having in our judicial system today, in the judiciary today, is not far from what you are having in the entire country. The judiciary is part of the
larger society.
Larger society. So, and then you can't remove them from those society. So what I would say is that, look, those who have been given the privilege or opportunity to be a judge or to act in their judicial capacity should act without fear or favor, do things in line with the law. Once that is done, we'll get it right. And in fact, it may even change all these things we're talking about, all the corruption we're talking about in the country. Once we have a judiciary that is right, that is not dancing to the tune of some people behind the scene, or just doing things in line with what the law is saying, then things will be right. So the judiciary should be firm and do things in line with the law. Once that is done, then that thing will be done. Because I can't see a situation whereby you have a similar case in this court, another one in another court, and you have a different position from this court, a different position from this court. It will create more crisis. And sometimes it's deliberate. Some people work behind the scene to make this thing happen. And that's why you see the issue when it comes to the issue of appointment of judges. People complain about certain people bringing their relatives and whatever into the system because of those kind of situations. We have seen some of them. We have a senator who said it openly, that his wife was used to help some people. So it's not what I'm saying is not an allegation. It's something that has been ascertained by certain people. And
this is an opportunity for this reconciliation committee to also, you know, try to prevail on these members, or do you think it's a way they should go? Should it be a path for the... That
is a part of the reconciliation. If you are angry and you have a case, even though sometimes these cases in court are not supposed to be there because some of them are even against the constitution of the party. You don't go to court until you exhaust the internal mechanism of the party. Sometimes they don't do that and they go to court. So when this reconciliation will be part of this, people who have cases against the court, against the party, if they are satisfied with the reconciliation, they will withdraw it, and then everything will be. And they will have not been. We still have acting chairman, probably because the new chairman has not been elected. Because you can't just. There must be a confession for you to elect a new chairman, and then I'm aware that the suspended chairman was in court. But I think I'm not sure whether the case has been withdrawn or is still in court. I'm not too sure. If that case is still in court, there's no way you can do any election to replace the chairman. But the acting chairman is taking himself as the substantive chairman, and he does not want to even leave the position.
Right, right. And I hope we will also get to see Mr. Damagun himself coming up, because there was a matter that the newspapers reported about the national legal advisor of the party going to court on the issue in Rivers State, seeking an out-of-court settlement, and then the chairman himself, Mr. Damagun, is said to also have gone to court, kind of, you know, usurping the powers of the legal advisor.
Yes, that's the issue they want to discuss. And that was why some people are saying a chairman or acting chairman who is working not in the interest of the party. Because if truly that letter was written by them, and to say, look, national advisor who is seeking to protect the interest of the party should not act in that manner, then it must cause for concern. And that's why some people are saying, as long as these people are in charge, the party will not move forward. Let's look at it. But he's in charge temporarily, and until that election is conducted. But for me, I have said it, that we can have this reconciliation if we have genuine and sincere intention on all parties. Parties must see that this as, look, the interest of the party should supersede my own personal interest. If they believe in that, then we'll get it right. But if everybody still wants to say, look, my personal interest supersede the interest of the party, I am getting benefit from here, and if you say I should do away with it, that benefit will go and I will not change, then we won't get anything. We need to be sincere. All of us, everybody is losing. Everybody is losing. And everybody should see it in that way. Although some people are making money behind the scene, that does not mean you are winning. It's a matter of time.
We'll see how it goes. Thank you very much, Tunji Abdulhamid, for your contributions.
Thank you for having me. It's my pleasure to be with you. Thank you.